It's going to be huge. And I already have to deal with that. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Or in my case, the roof truss or the roof construction? Well, I guess you could say the roof truss was here first, but I couldn't hold it. So I made this construction to hold it. But now I know how I'm going to do it, and it's going to be different than I thought. So now this whole construction is, well, not quite as I would like it to be. So I'm going to redo this. Oh, and by the way, I think the egg was first. Or rather, two chicken-like creatures that had a mutation that was born from an egg, which we call now a chicken. Or translated in my case, I have a roof truss, I have a roof truss construction. Now I'm going to transform them into a roof construction. I have hung up the roof truss again and one C profile just for show, and I now know two things. One is that it is indeed not as easy as I hoped, and the second is that I shouldn't start with the middle one. And that is because there are two screws in the roof truss already, now keeping the C profile a little bit away from the container. So I'm going to hold this one back in again, and I'm going to start with this one. Now I need to decide whether I'm going to keep this straight with the roof truss or a little bit higher, which will result in more space but also in an even bigger pointed roof. And if I want to keep it a little bit higher, I need to keep that amount with every one of them. I'm going to think about that where it's dry. So it is dry again, and I have decided in the meantime that I'm not going to add another centimeter or so, because in my very first plans this would be storage space, but that is not going to happen anymore. So it's not adding extra space to my house if I make this higher, but it is adding more difficulty on the outside. It's already difficult enough as it is on the outside. It's going to be huge. and I already have to deal with that. So I'm just going to go with this height, and the only thing that is to say for the width of the sea profiles is how to keep water out once this is up. But I think I'm not going to worry about that right now. It's part of the outside paneling, and that is not where I am right now. I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to secure this first one. That seems to work. So now another 13 to go. They're all hanging except for one, because I first need to make another beam on that side of the container, which is not a small thing in this weather. It's so warm. It is even so warm that the roof ladder is melting on top of the roof. So you can imagine what kind of temperatures I'm dealing with here. and I'm so happy that I just made L profiles of these longer ones, because they are very heavy as they are already. So it's very difficult to put them in exactly the right place. But that worked out, except for that they are hanging on 2 screws only. And that is why I made these longer already, because now I need to screw these onto the container from inside out. Especially this one, as I don't have any screws into it yet. I don't even dare to touch it. So now I need to head back inside, and sadly I need to clean these first before I'm going to screw my screws in here. The good thing is that I only have to do 3 of them on this side and only the upper part. Is clean enough for now. Now I just need to know where the screws are in the C profile already, so I can drill my holes somewhere else. And then I can screw them onto the container from the inside out. The first one is hanging strong enough on only 4 screws. I have 2 more to do on this side. These are all hanging now. That did not go as fast as I hoped, but oh well, it is what it is. I'll just move on. Next thing will be to make another one of these beams, but then over here, so I can fixate this on top of it. And I somehow need to measure how this slope is going down, because I need to make another C profile here and another one here in that same form. So that is the challenge I'm standing for right now. And if you tune in next week, you'll see how I did that. See you next week, and don't forget to subscribe.